All right, welcome back to the SEC Plaza in full bloom right now in this beautiful spring day. I'm Johnny Media. I'm welcomed on stage here with the Endowed Chair and Director of the Linus Pauling Institute for Oregon State University, Dr. Emily Ho. Welcome to the stage.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, how's your day going so far?
Oh, it's amazing. So much energy here.
Yeah, are you gonna have some time to explore the street fair?
Oh, absolutely.
Heck yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about the Linus Pauling Institute here on Oregon State's campus?
Yeah, so Linus Pauling Institute is a research institute that's really dedicated to helping people live better longer through nutrition, through activity. You know, did you know that in less than 10 years, the number of older adults is going to grow by 20 million people?
Whoa.
And it has the potential, we call it the aging tsunami.
Yeah.
So there's a big potential for it to totally overwhelm our healthcare system.
Sure, yeah.
And we really need to find solutions to get ahead of that. So that's exactly what the Institute does. We research how to stop Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's, cancer, again, all these things that you can do, simple things to help yourself live better longer.
Improve the health for a longer amount of time
instead of health span rather than lifespan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can you tell us some recent findings at the Institute, something that's been that maybe the majority of folks wouldn't know, or anything recent that's happened at the Institute?
Yeah, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about my research.
Yeah.
So people affectionately call me Dr. Broccoli.
I see you have a prop.
Well. So I've got some broccoli here. It's one of my favorite cruciferous vegetables. We've found that there's a special compound in broccoli that helps prevent cancer, that helps detoxify. It may help your brain, your guts. There's a lot of reasons why you should eat it. But what's really cool is that the compounds produced at the very beginning, so these little tiny broccoli sprouts, are a super concentrated form of this sulforaphane, which is a compound that has all those health properties. So that means this little broccoli sprout has the same amount as the big grown broccoli.
Wow, okay.
So you can hide, if you hate broccoli, you can hide this in your sandwiches, you can hide them in your food, and you'd still get a lot of the health promoting properties.
Does it break down when cooked, or is it?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the plant actually has zero sulforaphane.
Gotcha.
It's a precursor, and our bodies have an enzyme. Actually, the plant has an enzyme that helps release the sulforaphane. Unfortunately, if you cook your broccoli to absolute mushiness, you kill that enzyme.
Gotcha.
Luckily, your gut bacteria also can do it, but it's not quite as efficient. Good news, though, you don't need a 1-to-1 ratio. So I always tell people, if you don't want to eat raw broccoli, you can cook it, but just don't cook it to full mushiness.
So a little firm.
Steam, as long as it has a little bit of crunch still in it, it still has some live cell walls, still has that enzyme, so you still get the conversion to sulforaphane, which is the good stuff from the broccoli.
That's so interesting. Yeah, I would not have ever known that had you not just shared it with the world.
Power of plants, power of food, and your health.
How did you get the nickname Dr. Broccoli? How did you start the research into broccoli?
Well, it was really started at the Linus Pauling Institute. I was very interested in prostate cancer, and there was another person at the Institute that was studying broccoli compounds in colorectal cancer, so we decided to team up. I have more of a nutrition background.
Gotcha.
So we really delved into more of how to make the science applicable in terms of helping people with food, and it just kind of blossomed from there. That's a great thing about the Institute. We have so many different walks of life, from pharmacy, nutrition, engineering, vet med, food science, ag, and we all work together.
Huge umbrella that everyone falls under.
Yeah, so we all take the best of other fields to really help solve these problems around our health.
And off the top of your dome, cool if you don't know it, but do you know how many research projects are currently happening in the Institute? Is it more than you can count?
It's more than we can count. And we've got students from undergrads all the way to doctoral students and postdocs that train in the labs as well. So we've got programs to make sure that we're training the next generation of health leaders that can do all this amazing science as well.
Yeah, it's so fascinating. Is broccoli the only vegetable with that enzyme?
No, there are other vegetables that have the enzyme. So if you
is it in the family of broccoli?
Well, actually, you can combine your broccoli with things like mustard and radish, and that'll help release as well. You can find out more. We have a web resource called the Micronutrient Information Center that has all the evidence base around broccoli, micronutrients. I always tell my students, stop Googling, stop chat GPTing, go to the Micronutrient Information Center to get your proper information about nutrients and health.
Yeah, I mean, Google and ChatGPT, they're just pulling from resources that are, and it's already there, so you can pull it yourself.
Yes,
so.
yeah, and then this way you know it's the truth. There's so much misinformation out there around
100%.
nutrition, so it's a great
I feel like
resource.
nutrition is one of those medical fields where it's...
Everyone's an expert in nutrition, even if you are no background in it. So
yeah, if you've had food before, you feel entitled to say, I'm a nutritionist as well.
So yeah, come see the Linus Pauling Institute's web resource first.
Awesome. Back on the topic of Dan Proud Day, tell us what difference donors will make with the Linus Pauling Institute today and throughout the year if they're giving today.
Yeah, so all those things I just talked about, donations help advance our science, especially some of that like really hard questions that are just tough to solve. Gifts also help the next generation. Currently we're fundraising for a summer fellows program where students are able to work side by side with our researchers as a summer internship.
Cool.
As well. And then the third piece is that misinformation.
Yeah.
The Micronutrient Information Center is a free resource to everybody. Unfortunately, it's not free to us. So donations strongly help make sure that information is current and available to the entire world.
Sure. Where's that housed? Is it not an Oregon State tool? Is that a worldwide tool for the micronutrient?
It is a worldwide tool, but it is housed at Oregon State University. It's actually one of the most popular websites at OSU currently. So you can get to it right through the OSU website at the Linus Pauling Institute website. The Institute is housed here on campus, just on the west end of campus as well. So you can come by and be inspired by Linus Pauling. You can see his Nobel Prizes and see our scientists as well.
Yeah, the Institute's a beautiful building. Walking through there is awe-inspiring for sure, and seeing what's happening on campus in all different realms of the world is really fascinating for sure.
Yeah, we really support transdisciplinary groupthink.
Yes.
Health is such a big problem, and you need big solutions, and you need a team.
It affects every single human being on the planet, for sure.
Absolutely, and everybody eats, even if they don't eat broccoli. Hopefully, you will now, though.
yeah, absolutely. I will no longer mush my broccoli up.
And here's, this is only 10 days of growth.
Wow.
Look how many broccoli sprouts you can grow.
That's wild.
So it's really easy to do. I always say I don't grow a garden very well, but I can grow these broccoli sprouts, so anybody can do it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Sure.
I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy the street fair a little bit outside of any meetings you might have. But thank you so much. Go Beavs!
Go Beavs!